Hi, I'm Karen. We're here at Montevilla Sewing Center, and today we're talking about the Baby Lock Lyric. In this video, I'm going to show you how to wind the bobbin and how to thread the machine. So to start with, when you unthread your machine, make sure you cut your thread up here, make sure your presser foot's up, and take out the excess thread at the needle. You don't want to be pulling your thread from the spool and pulling it backwards out of your machine, because that can cause lint to build up over time in your tension discs, which will kind of mess with the tension, the thread tension. So make sure the thread's always going towards the needle. So to start with, to put your thread on here, since we have a horizontal spool pin, the thread is going to spiral off the end like that. And there's a picture right up here showing you how to have your thread coming from underneath like that. So we put this on here, and because it's a narrow spool, we're using the smaller spool cap, and I like to back it off just a little bit just so that this can spin. These cross-wound spools, when they get low on thread, they tend to want to spin a little bit, so that's why I'm giving it a little bit of slack there to spin. Okay, now to wind the bobbin, we're going to follow the dotted line. So following the numbers, go it up here, and then over here behind this little hook, and then I pull it tightly to get it so that's underneath that little spring-loaded disc there. That's going to give a little bit of tension on the thread to help the thread wind nicely on the bobbin. Now the way I like to do my bobbins, I put the thread from inside to outside through the side of the bobbin. There's a little hole on the side, both sides have that. And then I put this on here like that. This is going to give a nice secure wind to the bobbin. So we push this over to the right, holding that thread tail up, and then step on the foot pedal and start winding your bobbin. Now, I like to have several layers of thread wound onto the bobbin before I cut that off. I'm going to wind it a little bit more. The reason for that is those layers of thread now have covered up the beginning of this thread on the inside, and so it will stay nice and secure. So you can keep winding your bobbin and make it as full as you want to. When it's full, the thread itself will push against this stopper, which will cause this to kind of pull back a little bit and keep it from overwinding. That's the purpose of this stopper. So once we're done, just want a little bit of thread. I can use these, there's little blades inside the base of this. I can use that to just cut my thread. Now, to put the bobbin in your machine, this little lever here, push it to the right, lift off the cover, and then there's a diagram right here showing you how the thread should be coming off the bobbin. So it looks like the letter P. Make sure it doesn't look like the letter Q. Should be P for perfect. We're going to put that right down in there, slide it under this plastic piece, stop it from spinning, and give it a little pull towards the back. The reason for that little pull, is to help it put it in the tension area of the bobbin case. Your bobbin has tension just like your top thread does. Then pull it around to the right. There's a little blade recessed in there, and you can just pull it off, the end off like that. That's set. You can pull your bobbin thread up through the needle plate by using the needle down, needle up button once it's all threaded, but you don't have to. You can just leave it just like this and start sewing. So that's the bobbin, that part's set. Now to do the top thread, again, we're going to start out the same way, but this time we're following this solid line. So under there at 1, 2 goes this way, 3 is down here, and 4. Now notice here, if I had the presser foot closed, that door is shut. So that's a reminder, you need to have the presser foot up in order to thread your machine. That's important because the thread needs to seat in the disc, and if the presser foot's down, those discs are closed. So we need that open. So presser foot up. Now come around here and follow the edge of the plastic, and it puts it right into the take-up lever. Now at this angle, I can't really see the take-up lever, but I know it's in there. I can tell just the way this hangs on. Then 5 is this right here. Now we're going to be getting close to the needle, so come over here and do your lockout button. and it says lower the presser foot. So I'm going to lower that, press it again, and that's what I should see. Now at this point, I can push any button, I can step on the pedal, nothing's going to happen. It's a safety feature. So that is a wonderful feature to have. This way you can have your machine on, the light is showing, but it's in a safety mode. So we're going to go, we did 5, now we're going to go 6. I like to hold it this way with 2 hands and pull it to the left. Now it's in that needle bar guide. That's an important guide to have because that's going to help keep your thread next to your needle so the machine can make good stitches. It's important to follow every thread guide. Okay, so we're going to go up here and see, here's a diagram kind of showing the thread path. 7 is right there, and then 8 is the thread cutter. So I'm going to come around behind the thread cutter, pull off that extra thread. 9 is the lever for threading the needle. So this is the needle threader, and it has just threaded the needle right there. Isn't that wonderful? That is an easy way to thread your needle. I'm going to put that under there, and that is bobbin winding and threading your machine. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give us a thumbs up. And we have lots of other videos you can watch. You can also leave us comments and questions in the box down below. Thanks for watching. Bye.